Lockdown.
Lockdown. Hey, I'm Orla Simmons. I live in central London, and COVID's hit pretty hard in about every aspect of life imaginable. I'm especially struggling with the online school. It's just the motivation to get up, to complete the work. It doesn't help when you've got endless messages from your teachers about all the missing assignments. Believe it or not, I was pretty smart when we were in school, if I do say so myself. All the teachers loved me. My work was always in on time, had high grades. Social life? Questionable. I have 2 close friends. And you would have thought with the pandemic, it's a time where you should be really looking out for them. I guess it's not really applying to us at the moment. I just feel like everything's got so distant between us. When I message them, it's so blunt when they reply, if they reply. I feel guilty because one of them, her uncle died a few months ago from COVID. And obviously it's horrendous and she's obviously still mourning his death. But I still feel like there's something more than just her uncle's death that's limiting our friendship. And I can't place a finger on what it is. I go out and skateboard in my free time. It just gets my mind off everything. I feel so free. I skate around all London. It's a great place for skateboarding. I mean, I hope things are going to get better, otherwise I don't know what mindset I'm going to fall into. There's a vaccine, you know. There's good news. There's also bad news. But it's going to get better, and it will. We just have to stay hopeful. Yeah, that's it from me. Signing out.
Another lockdown. It's getting to my head. I mean, me being an orphan, I guess you'd think I'd be used to this, right? The loneliness. But this time it's different. It's so hard to keep the motivation, to keep on living. Me, Blake Turner, the orphan boy, trying so desperately to be a man, whatever that means. I can't even see a friend or have experiences like normal teenagers do. And I miss her so much. Amy broke up with me right after they made the announcement. She said she wanted to work on herself. And that I put her down a lot. Imagine having that as a pill to swallow. That we're all alone. Every single one of us. But still, that wasn't enough for me to keep her. You know, now that I think about it, I don't know how I feel about that. And I don't know if I'm going to be happy without her. But foolishly, deep down, I know there's a light at the end of the tunnel somewhere. I'll find it. Just like I always do.
Lockdown. What can I say? It's been pretty tough. I mean, it's been tough for everyone, really. But today I'll be talking about how lockdown affected my mental health. My name is Amy Hughes, and I've been through some really rough places in lockdown. First, I went for a pretty bad breakup. My boyfriend wasn't the nicest person. I struggled with a bad body image for a long time. My friends and family knew that. and the last person I would have expected to make comments on my body was my boyfriend. But it happened, so I broke it off because I knew that I deserved a person that wouldn't comment on my body, that would respect me and love me for the way I am. Then came school. We were getting loads of work set. I was dreading to wake up in the morning to go sit in front of a computer for the rest of the day, just looking at a screen. Our school didn't invest in live lessons, so the only source of communication with our teachers was by emails, and it took them a really long time to reply to us. So the stress and anxiety of schoolwork mixed in with my anger issues, and my anger issues weren't severe, but that made them severe. And I didn't have any coping mechanisms because I didn't know that I would need them. But through summer 2020, I got closer to this one person. She is now my best friend, and she may not know it, but she is my coping mechanism. She was always there to listen to my problems. She lets me rant to her about stuff and people. She's really caring. She's the best person that I've honestly met. And just remember, if any of you that are watching this are struggling with mental health or family problems or anything like that, you have to reach out to somebody. It may be hard, you may not want to, but remember, it's better to reach out to somebody than be fighting this battle alone, because there will always be somebody that will listen. So just remember that.
I guess that you could say I'm just your average secondary school student, other than the fact that I have no friends. Imagine that. Being at secondary school with no friends, nobody to talk to, nobody to FaceTime, nobody to meet up with, nobody to have sleepovers with. My family are the closest thing that I have. Well, I mean, everything changed last year. After Jada went and ditched me for some stupid boy who had just moved to our school. I mean, how pathetic is that? How low can you really get? You ditch your lifelong best friend for a boy who will eventually just go and leave you and move on to the next girl. I was so close with her. We were like sisters. And then everything changed and it's completely different. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of not having that special someone. I just want my Jada back.
Lockdown has been tough, to say the least. My best friends, they've left me all by myself. I can't help but feel guilty for losing them. This whole situation is my fault. How could I be so stupid? Before this lockdown, I snitched on them. Mainly to get myself out of trouble. But then rumours went around the school about me talking about them. So they left me. I regret mentioning anything I ever said. I've made everything worse for myself. Not only have I lost the 3 best people in my life, but I've lost my social life too. I've decided to take a break from things. Social media, mainly, but I'm gonna work on myself. Hopefully, when I come back, I can show everyone who I really am.
Hi, my name is Lizzie Cromwell. I am 16 and here is my lockdown story. So I've never really been close with my family, and that is because I'm gay. I like women, what can I say? But this is the story of how I got closest to them over lockdown. So we're sitting down, it's a Sunday afternoon basically, and I was thinking of running. I'd put a note by my parents' door, was ready to leave. But they saw the note before I got there. So my dad stands up and he clenches his fists. And I'm thinking, whoa, yeah, this isn't gonna end well. So then he goes for it and I prepare for the strike. But he doesn't hit me. Instead, he embraces me. The next words that came out of his mouth were amazing. Something like, "I'm sorry, my mind is a computer that hasn't been updated, but I want my daughter back. And no matter whether you're gay, you're straight, whatever you choose to be, you will always be my daughter, and that is what matters." It was uplifting, it was amazing, incredible, and I've finally been able to accept myself and have my family accept me, and I can't tell you how amazing that feels. So lockdown might have been horrible for a few people, but it's amazing for me. This weight of relief just falls off my shoulder and I have not been happier. So that was my story. I hope it helps many of you. I hope you're all doing okay out there, and I hope you all stay safe during this lockdown period.
Hi, I'm Riley Leonards. I'm 14, and this is my lockdown. Funnily enough, this lockdown's been treating me pretty well. This pandemic helped me find out who I am, my talents, my personality. For instance, I found out I love art. It's like a superpower that I never knew I had. Before COVID and restrictions, my teachers and my mom, they would nag at me over and over that I had no flair in my work. And after like a year of no social interaction, I'm pretty good because I can express myself on this little piece of paper that was meaning nothing to meaning everything. Of course, I did try other hobbies before I found something that I liked. I tried knitting and I ended up with a 3-armed knitted sweater with 5 pencils inside it. Somehow got caught inside my wool, I guess. But, you know, it was stressful, but normally things are, and I used art to help me get over the stress of everything. My friends have been negatively affected by this, but it's going pretty well for me so far. It's helped me find who I am. Overall, this pandemic has been great, and I really enjoyed the time I had to myself to think. A couple years ago I was breaking down every night, and now I draw all my emotions out, and it's going really well. And remember, all you need to do is open your eyes and there'll be something new there. Just think positive.